Isn't that Samantha who? Isn't that any?
Hey, leave me out of it, man.
Please welcome Christina Applegate. Good to see you again. How you been?
Good to see you too. They told me that this is my 11th appearance here.
Wow.
Second only to animal trainers and crazy people.
Wow, that's very
So,
good. Well,
I thought, thank you for having me back.
Well, it's good to have you back. You know, here, because you drive one of my favorite cars. You have the, it's a 63 Falcon, right?
Yes, I had a 63 Falcon.
What do you mean? Whoa.
Well, I sold it because it
No, you're here because you drive a 63 Falcon.
That's right.
Wait, what do you mean you sold it?
Because it just didn't work. I've had it since I was 24 years old, and I don't think it ever worked. The whole time I had it.
What was the matter with it?
Well, I would, go to make a left-hand turn or something, and it would just stall in the middle of the intersection, which was a bit embarrassing. So I stopped driving it.
Why didn't you? I could have fixed that.
And then I just put a lot of boxes in it and use it as storage for a
Really?
little while. I'm really sorry. I know that you love cars.
I love that. The 63 especially. I love the look of that car.
I know, it's a beautiful car. It's a beautiful car, but,
Did you take it to a mechanic? Did you try to get it fixed?
No.
No. Exactly.
Why do that? That would be logical.
Exactly. So who did you sell it to? Where is it?
Some guy on eBay.
Guy. Just some guy you picked up.
I think I sold it for like $5,000 or something. It's probably worth about 30. So whatever.
It's not worth 30.
I'm
Keep
an idiot.
dreaming.
I'm an idiot.
The Navy might want it as a boat anchor, but nobody's going to pay 30. But, well, that's about right, 5. So did you buy a new car? What did you buy?
I'm leasing a used car.
Leasing a used car? I never even heard of that.
I know. You get a show, you start, getting those paychecks, and you get yourself a nice used car.
Well, you're a TV star.
I'm just very frugal. I'm just, I just thought, I'm not going to spend the money on something like that. So I got myself a little convertible.
So you bought it
in 2005, which is sort of used.
2005. So and you make payments to what? 2018 or something?
Something like that. Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Hopefully I can pay it off.
Now
one
you
day.
drive down. Do you put the top down? Do you drive around and just sort of wave?
Yeah, that was the whole. It was. Remember when it was so hot and everything, and that's when I was inspired to get myself
that's called summer.
Convertible. I know.
That's going to come again.
Really? Okay. Well, cool. But I was very excited, to kind of like go to work with my convertible.
Sure.
But, you can't when you're slightly recognizable and there's billboards of your face every 6 blocks. So I have to wear a hat and glasses, and usually I put these iPads on to go to work for the puffy. So I look completely ridiculous.
So rather than look like a movie star, you look like a crazy woman.
I look like a crazy woman.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. And how are the animals? I know you love animals.
I love animals. I have 3 cats. I have a dog. I have 2 turtles.
All right.
I've got I'm like this
one
close to
turtle
being
I
in
go,
Grey
even
Gardens.
I don't know why you would do that. Why 2 turtles? I mean, are they twice as much fun, really?
They're buddies. They need to have a little buddy.
But how do you bond with it? This is my pet turtle. If the new tenant came in tomorrow, turtle will go, who are you? You the new guy? I mean, does the turtle know you when you call him?
Well, one of them does, Tybalt, who's my little tiny... Tybalt, yes. Who's named after a bellman that I met in France, named Tybalt. I'm sure he's very honored to have, a creature that swims in its own poop named after him.
Wow.
But anyway, Tybalt, I think, knows me, because when I go out there to feed him his little dehydrated shrimp.
Out there?
Outside, I have a little area that we've built for them with a little lake and whatnot for the turtles.
Okay, you can't get your falcon fixed, but you build a lake for the turtles.
I know.
Okay, right.
I have my priorities in check.
And they live like a long time, don't they?
Yeah, they're going to outlive me. I have
you're stuck to this turtle for like 80 years.
I know.
That's a commitment.
I know.
Okay. And how many cats now?
I have 3.
Wow.
I have 3 cats. I'm this close to being Edith Bouvier-Bill. I'm like a crazy person. I'm going to be a cat lady, I have a feeling.
Those are the crazy cats.
Yeah, the 2 women.
Those are the 2 ladies that play.
Jackie
Kennedy Onassis.
Do you guys know who that is, the Grey Gardens?
Grey Gardens? Oh, yeah, they were the 2 rich, eccentric ladies that lived in a mansion with
15 cats and raccoons and, yeah.
And you like that lifestyle?
Really? I'm kind of obsessed with those women, so I think when I grow up, I want to be a crazy person with cats. I have something to strive for. They're just fabulous. I mean, Edith is she was just this amazing, eccentric, incredible woman.
Right. Okay.
I sometimes dress up like her, but...
You dress up like her?
Yeah. I think this is why you have me back so much, because I literally am
Well, this is more like a therapy session.
Yeah, I know.
Look, we'll take a break and we'll find out more. Be right back. Christina Applegate. Applegate. Now you were on Broadway. How'd you like that? Was that fun?
Oh, it was incredible.
Yeah.
It was really incredible. I suggest it for anyone.
Really?
Everyone, if you can.
Really?
Which is really impossible, but actually, no, it's really it's a wonderful experience.
But you were seriously injured. What'd you break?
I broke my foot. Yeah, I broke my foot during a performance before we even made it to New York when we were in previews.
Wow.
Yeah.
I mean,
It was
broken,
great.
broken, not sprained.
Broken, like in half. Like
Wow.
broke my fifth metatarsal in half.
Well, how did you do that? What happened?
Oh, you know, I really wish that it was something like really exciting, but I just ran out on stage at the top of the show and stepped up on a weird part of the stage, and it just snapped. Yeah, it was awful.
Well, isn't there
really
a lot of
awful.
dancing and stuff in this show?
I know, right? I couldn't have done it like doing something cool, you know, like a jeté or something like that, but I just was walking.
Okay, so how do you... Well,
So I'm just a klutz, is basically
well,
what
how
it
do you
is.
go on with the show with a broken...
Well, the funny thing is, my first bit of dialogue in the show was, have you ever had one of those days that was perfect? I have, this isn't it.
Right.
So I broke my foot and had to go around the thing and deliver this line, and I really don't feel like I had ever been more method in my life.
Really?
It was the most method acting I've ever done.
Wow. Now, it made
It
headlines.
really was one of the worst moments.
Yeah, it was a big story, wasn't it?
It was a huge story in New York. I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people here didn't know about it, but in New York, it was like in the paper every day. It was
Yeah.
like, and now what's going on with the foot?
Right.
You know, because the show had closed out of town, and then we had it back, so it was a big scandal. So when I finally got back to New York City, I would walk into restaurants, and you know, as a woman, you're used to men sort of looking at, you know, your assets and
Right.
whatnot. But it would be like immediately people would look at my foot. So
Really?
it was the first time in my life that I was like, but what about these? You know, but
You see, men cannot... You can't do
looking
anything
right at my feet.
Well, how is
I
your
know.
foot now? Is it okay?
It's good. It's bigger than the other one, but it's good. It was
Bigger than
that-
why?
Oh my gosh, a little close up on my feet. It's bigger because it didn't heal very well because I had to dance on it for 6 months broken. So it's just, I have to buy shoes that are a half a size bigger and half a size smaller, and then put the half a size
maybe you
bigger
could
on one
do
side and the other side.
Maybe you could do My Left Foot on Broadway.
I
Maybe you could do
could.
that now.
Exactly, I know.
Now tell us
be
about the
awesome.
new show. Samantha, who you obviously did not play an Asian woman.
No.
Okay.
But if I was, I'd be getting all sorts of awards for that.
Exactly.
It'd be amazing.
Now tell us what it's about.
It's about a girl who is in a hit-and-run accident and wakes up with retrograde amnesia.
Okay.
So she wakes up and doesn't know who she is or who any of the people that are in her life are. And
Okay.
it's about her kind of trying to find herself. And in her past life, she was this really awful person. So she's trying to right the wrongs of her, her own self, that she doesn't even know of the things that she had done.
Now, in your life,
She comes to
you have a
discover
good memory? Are you good with...
I'm really good with numbers, but I'm
Okay.
terrible with faces and names.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. See, I'm bad with all of those, numbers,
Yeah.
faces, and names.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm terrible. Plus, I'm a little dyslexic, so I'll get it mixed up. I'll call you 8. You see, I'll call you a number instead of just get it totally mixed
I know.
up.
It's so embarrassing when someone comes up and they're like, "Hey, how was your trip? And how's your mom?" And
Right.
you're looking, going, "I have never met this person in my life," and they're like, "It's me, cousin Kim." You know?
Right. Oh, I do that every day. You have to
Like,
do this.
oh, right.
Here's
All
what
right.
I do. You go, hi, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
Hey!
That's a good
Good to
one.
see you, Kev. Look who it is. Who is it?
it's her.
Who is it? Hey!
You got to do a little bit of that one too.
Remember, she was on the show a bunch of times.
Hey, that girl.
That happened to me on this show.
The next time you do that to me, I'm going to know. I'm
No,
going to know
what-
that you don't know.
You know what happened to
who
me?
the heck I am.
We had on one of these reality people. I feel terrible telling a story. We had
That's okay.
Trista, remember the Bachelorette or something?
Right.
And I'm talking to her, and I'm kind of bored. So okay, and they were talking along. So then it's like, okay, and it's I hate reality shows. Okay, blah blah blah. So then we're in the parking lot. This woman comes over and goes, "Hey, can I get a picture?" I said, "Sure." What's your name? She goes,
Oh,
"It's
no.
Trista." I went, "Hey, hey, good to see you." I had so.
Wait, she was on the show that
She was
day?
on the show that day.
Oh, I think you actually might need a checkup because that's
I know.
not
I
a
know.
good.
It was a terrible thing. She's a
that-
lovely woman, but I
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention, and her hair was different or
You were
something.
paying attention.
I'm sorry. Now look at I know
Now
you.
I'm really paranoid,
No. Now, I know you have to go back to work. You left
do.
work. You've been working since 5 o'clock this morning, so I appreciate.
No,
you
I work
coming
till
by.
5 o'clock
Till
in the
5 o'clock
morning.
this
Now I'm going to go work till
back to
5
work
o'clock in the
again.
morning
All right,
again.
Christina, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Christina
Thank you.
Applegate. Be right back with Bill O'Reilly right after this.